Hi there, this is Sags War on Women. I want to do a quick talk today, but I had to put a video out instead of just audio because I want to show you guys something. So this morning my dryer threw a code and I had to look up, what it was, and it was a pretty easy fix. It was a thermistor, which is a little sensor. So after watching a couple YouTube tutorial videos, I thought, you know what, I can fix it myself. Real quick, I want to touch on YouTube tutorial videos. I did a talk a while back on the differences between men and women that put out tutorial videos. And if you haven't listened to it, go take a listen. It might shed some light on some things. Okay, anyhow. So I drive down to the hardware store to get this little sensor. And while I'm there, I thought, you know what? I got to take the whole damn dryer apart anyways. I might as well go ahead and replace the duct because it had a little pinhole in it. And I'm going to clean out the vents and stuff. So I pick up a dryer duct kit. Now I get home. I go down to my shop to, get all the tools I'll need to get into this dryer. And I decided to take the duct out. And when I did, a couple little pieces fell out, and immediately I knew what they were. Okay, I knew what they were and I know what they're for. But I happened to glance over at the box, and when I did, I saw something that I thought was kind of funny. Okay, so this box says, flexible duct and 2 nylon adjustable clamps. These are the nylon adjustable clamps that they gave me. Now, call me crazy, but in a million years, I would never think to call these nylon adjustable clamps. See, I call these fucking zip ties. And sometimes wire ties, and I've heard them called cable ties on one occasion, but I've never in my life heard nylon adjustable clamps. And see, there's a problem with these because they're not adjustable. Okay, they're zip ties. You only adjust one way. That's it. I can't even adjust it now because I've already, you hear that? One way. I can't back it out. There's no backing that out. So if I didn't know what these were and I decided to use them on my dryer, or anything for that matter, where I had to back it out, I'd be screwed. Now, of course, I used the hose clamps that I had, but for some reason, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I started thinking about the importance of not calling things what they are to make them sound better than they are. That did not make sense what I just said. Okay, here's where my train of thought automatically went to. Do you guys remember back in the day when you could call women stewardesses and secretaries, but then it was deemed sexist? I don't think that was the case now. I don't think that was the case. I cracked the fucking code. It had nothing to do with sexism. They didn't want to be called secretaries. They wanted to be called administrative assistants. And they didn't want to be called stewardesses. They wanted to be called flight attendants because it makes them sound more important than they are. That's what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that secretaries aren't important. I'm not saying stewardesses aren't important. They have an important role. But to have to call people things and use the term that something is sexist to get people to change their language, doing that and having to do that is what leads people, companies, to put stupid shit like nylon adjustable clamps on things as simple as a fucking zip tie. And that's that. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. I'm Sag Novotny. This is my war on women.